When I was 16, my parents moved us to a quiet rural town in the middle of nowhere. It was one of those places that didn't show up on most maps, with more cows than people and a single gas station that doubled as the post office. The house they bought sat at the very end of Wicker Lane, past a stretch of overgrown trees and a crumbling fence line. It was old, built sometime in the 1800s, with wooden floors that moaned when you stepped on them, and wallpaper that peeled like dead skin. I hated it from the moment I saw it. The first night, something felt off, not scary, exactly just wrong. Like the house had been waiting too long for someone to come back. I tried to tell myself I was just being dramatic, that I was angry about leaving my friends and starting over. But as the days passed, I noticed small things that didn't make sense. I would hear footsteps upstairs, even when I was home alone. At first, I thought it was the house settling. But then the footsteps started pacing back and forth. Always at the same hour, 3:33 in the morning. One night, I left my phone recording on the windowsill and went to sleep. When I listened to the recording the next morning, I heard footsteps, followed by a whisper, "Come upstairs." I didn't. A week later, I found a door in the attic that hadn't been there before. It wasn't hidden or blocked, it just hadn't existed the day before. It was smaller than a normal door, barely reaching my waist, with a brass knob and a carved frame that looked older than the rest of the house. I told my mom about it, but she brushed it off. "The house is old," she said. "You just didn't notice it before." But I had. I knew I had. I tried to open it once. It was locked. I jiggled the knob, pressed my ear against the wood and heard breathing. Not mine. Not anything human. Just a slow, wet inhale and a crackling exhale, like something breathing through broken lungs. I didn't try again. After that, things got worse. My reflection in the mirror started lagging. I'd smile, and it would take a beat longer to smile back. I told myself it was in my head until one morning I caught it still grinning as I turned away. I covered the mirror with a sheet. The next day, the sheet was folded neatly on my bed. Then there were the dreams. I'd see the house, but twisted. The walls were damp and pulsing like organs. The windows blinked, and there was always something crawling just beyond the corners of my vision. In every dream, I'd end up at the attic door, and in every dream, it would open just a crack, just enough for a hand to slip through, pale, clawed, and twitching.